Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown. Well, as we expected, Sunday would be a crazy day here in the NHL, and there's a lot of players on waivers, no big trades or anything like that. San Jose and Philadelphia did a thing for Ryan Ellis's contract, but other than that, it's been pretty quiet trade-wise, but a lot of big names on waivers today. The big goaltenders we've talked about pretty much since July, August. Michael DiPietro, Nico Dawes, Clay Stevenson, all up for grabs today. I don't think the Edmonton Oilers will have any further interest in those guys after picking up Connor Ingram the other day. If they did grab one of those goalies, he would have to count towards their roster tomorrow. So it does create a bit of a mess, and I believe the Oilers are picking 24th on the waiver wire. So probably anybody they really want would be claimed before they had the opportunity to claim them anyway. So we're not expecting anything on that front. As far as the waiver wire goes for the Edmonton Oilers, Max Jones was the lone player put on waivers today by the Edmonton Oilers, and that means more roster moves will be coming for the Edmonton Oilers tomorrow. Let's take a look at some of the possibilities. PuckPedia just posted this update. It's an updated Oilers roster prediction. Obviously not official news. This might not be what the Oilers actually do, but PuckPedia knows what they're talking about the vast majority of the time here. So let's take a look at what their roster prediction would be. It would involve sending down Thomas Howard, putting Mattias on injured reserve, calling up a $775,000 guy unlikely to be on the team, like a James Hamlin. They would then have $834,000 in cap space and submit their opening roster. They would then add Zach Hyman to long-term injured reserve, allowing them to be able to exceed the cap by $3.8 million, $834,000 away from their optimal usage. And then by Wednesday, day 2 for cap purposes, they would call up Thomas Howard and send down James Hamlin or their other $775,000 guy that they called up. Like I said, guys, PuckPedia usually knows what they're talking about here, so I would expect this plan or something very close to it. Oilers insider Tony Brouwer also provided this update from the morning skate. Jake Walman suffered a setback and is now questionable for Wednesday versus Calgary, and Mattias is about 1 or 2 weeks away. So that sounds like setbacks for both Walman and Janmark, so we'll see how that affects things tomorrow for the Oilers and their decision making. For right now, like I said, Max Jones is the only player on waivers. I'll have more on this tomorrow once we have some official details. Next up, TSN's Ryan Rishaug had this update on the Connor McDavid situation. Regarding the Connor McDavid talks, I would expect dialogue between the two sides over the next day or so, but as of Sunday, nothing is decided on, and despite speculation, no press conference planned for Monday. This could very much still go either way between now and Wednesday's home opener. A methodical approach has been taken from the start by McDavid and his agent Judd Moldaver, and that same process applies even as the season is set to open. So, as you guys know, been putting a lot of speculation out there that we could see a Connor McDavid signing on Monday. I'm still going to say this report does not officially nix that. There might not be anything officially planned that they're releasing to the media as of this point, but we know things are kind of being kept hush-hush regarding this. So if you're a betting person, probably not a Connor McDavid extension coming on Monday, but I think the opportunity and the possibility is still there to get something done before Wednesday's home opener. I think Connor McDavid would probably like to get this done as well, and it's really up to him. And obviously we know the Edmonton Oilers and all of Oil Country wants to see this deal done, but I really don't know what else the Edmonton Oilers can do here to show Connor McDavid that they're trying to make the future better. They picked up Connor Ingram. They're integrating youth into the lineup here. So unless Connor wants to see how the team looks through part of the season, something like that, then the delay makes sense. But otherwise, hopefully they can get this just done and out of the way here before the regular season starts and everyone can just focus on hockey. Connor McDavid has said multiple times he believes the team can play with the distraction there, but that may be true, but it's all anyone is going to talk about when it comes to Connor McDavid. He could be having an outstanding season, but they're all going to be talking about where he's going next if he's not signing with the Edmonton Oilers. So if this deal could just get done, put everyone's worries and cares at ease. That would be a fantastic story to open the season here for the Edmonton Oilers. So that's the latest from Ryan Rishaug. No official press conference coming as of this time, but I think everything still remains on the table before Wednesday's season opener. And lastly, guys, Oilers insider Bob Stauffer posted this lineup from practice today. It was a top line of Draisaitl, McDavid, and Frederic, a second line of Mangiapane, Nuge, and Savoy. Savoy moving up into the top six there. Podkolzin, Philp, and Kapanen made up the third line. Howard, Henrique, and Tomashek made up the fourth line. Curtis Lazar skating as the extra forward there. On defense, Ekholm and Bouchard, Nurse and Regula, Kulak and Eberson, and Stetcher skating as the seventh defenseman. Skinner and Pickard in goal, of course, and Mattias Janmark and Jake Walman absent from practice with injury. And with finding out that Jake Walman will be out longer than expected, that certainly explains Alec Regula skating with Darnell Nurse today. So a great opportunity for Regula possibly coming up here at Wednesday's season opener. We'll see what happens, guys. Like I said, I don't know what the official details will end up being. We have a bit of an idea, but nothing official to report at this time other than Max Jones being on waivers. So let me know your thoughts and speculation heading into the roster submission tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts and speculation in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.